The golf world yesterday lost a legend. And he was not only a very good golfer, he and is a Hall of Famer, but also a real friend of the game, and that is Chichi Rodriguez. A lot of people know familiar with the name Juan. His real name is Juan, but went by Chichi. Chichi Rodriguez. He passed away yesterday at the age of 88. He was one of the most popular players on tour every year. He was from Puerto Rico. He won 8 times on the PGA Tour, and he grew up in Puerto Rico, served in the U.S. Army, and no one from Puerto Rico had ever made it to the PGA Tour before him. He served in the U.S. Army from 1955 to 1957. He joined the PGA Tour in 1960. He won 8 times in a 21-year career, and he played on one Ryder Cup team as well. The first of his 8 tour victories came in 1963, won the Denver Open. He followed up with 2 the next year, and it went on through his last win was in Tallahassee in 1979. He also had 22 victories on the Champions Tour from 1985 to 2002. And he had total combined career earnings of more than $7 million, inducted in the PGA World Golf Hall of Fame in 1992. Great guy, great ambassador for the game. There's a couple of stories that I can share with you about Chichi Rodriguez because of what a nice guy he was. Funny guy. One was in 1973, so it was 51 years ago. He was playing the Greater Greensboro Open, the GGO. And that year, they played the tournament in April, it was the week before the Masters. That year, the tournament was, as it is this year, delayed by rain. In fact, they had to finish it on Monday, which is a real possibility for this tournament. They say they could finish it up. If they could get enough play today and tomorrow, they could cut after tomorrow and play 36 holes on Sunday. That's a possibility, but they could also extend it as far as Monday. Well, they had to play it on Monday, the final round back in 1973. And in those days, you didn't have as many sponsor events that a lot of the touring pros had to be at on Monday. So you had more options to be able to finish up a regular PGA Tour stop on a Monday. So it was with the 1973 GGO, the Greater Greensboro Open. Because it had gotten rained out and extended to Monday, it was a weekday, obviously. My mom had 2 extra tickets or badges for it. They were like stickers that we would actually wear. And we got out of school early, like at noon to go. She got us out of school early at noon. So my younger brother, Chris, and I could go with her to the GGO. And we stationed ourselves with these badges, got us seats in the bleachers on 18, near the green, just right to the right front edge of the green to the side. And it was coming down the stretch. And here was Chichi Rodriguez, who had a 1-shot lead going to number 18. And number 18 is a dog leg to the right uphill. And by the way, Bo Hostler's just come out of the bunker. He did not make birdie, so he's not going to shoot 59, but he did a nice effort, rolled it back to the hole, gives himself a chance to make par. And so my brother and my mom and I are sitting there in these bleachers on the 18th green, and we can't see the tee box. It's back up the hill, back in the dog leg up the fairway. But we heard word had whispered around the gallery that Chichi had driven the ball in the rough and was going to have kind of a difficult second shot. And my younger brother, Chris, said to me, wouldn't it be something if Chichi Rodriguez hit his ball right over here? It wasn't 10 seconds after he said that, and we see a ball soaring toward us. And differ from most people who then, duck, cower, get out of the way. We're dumb 12 and 11-year-old kids, right? We tried to grab the ball. It hit the ground right in front of us. I won't swear to the fact that neither of us didn't touch it. I won't say that we didn't touch it. I'm not, to this day, I'm not 100% sure. But it did get stopped. It bounced, I think, off of us. I think it skipped on the ground, hit one of us, hit the bleachers, and popped back out. In other words, I think we kept it from going under the bleachers inadvertently. Here comes the marshals, and they're in a huddle, and they're pointing to us. You think those guys touching it. And they decided to let it go. And here comes Chichi Rodriguez. It was him. He says hi to people, comes up, he chips to within 3 feet, makes the putt, wins by 1 shot. So I will always remember that about Chichi Rodriguez.